Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to our channel. In previous video, we set up a SSL VPN on the FortiGate. In this one, we're going to do IPsec Dial-up VPN, which has a pre-share key as a two-factor authentication. Let's get started. In order to do that, let me remove this. First, we need to create our VPN user. I'm gonna create a test user. Test VPN. And the password. We don't need two-factor authentication for now. For the group, I have to create a group first. We go to the group, create a new group, and say test IPsec Dial-up group. We add our user to it. Now we go to the VPN. Let me get back to the diagram. We're gonna create the IPsec Dial-up VPN so user can VPN in and access our server behind our firewall, which is 10.123.200.5. So let's continue. Here we create our user and group, and now we have to create a tunnel. We go to VPN, IPsec tunnel, create IPsec tunnel. We're gonna do remote access. We're gonna call it IPsec Dial-up. Next, interface, that's going to be your WAN interface. And pre-share key, I'm gonna generate a pre-share key from Google. You can search for generate pre-share key and go to the Google. So we generate one pre-share key, put it in the pre-share key, make sure we paste it correctly, and the group, we pick the group that we created, click next. Local interface is the interface that your VM or server that you want to reach is behind it. So I have a VLAN interface which is part of the zone LAN. I'm gonna pick that one, zone LAN. This zone LAN is the one that 10.123.200.5 VM is behind it. And the local address, I'm gonna add that server IP that I have and want to reach from this VPN. And this is the client range. When they VPN in, that's the IP range they're gonna get. You can pick any IP. For FortiGate, this is the default one. I'm gonna do the same. Let's do 100 to 200 or 110 IP. When they VPN in, they get IP in this range. And we enable a split tunnel, which means when they VPN in, they only route traffic for this specific IP. If you disable that, everything is gonna route through the tunnel, even the internet traffic. We don't want that. You can keep it as is. Next, create. Perfect. We go to show tunnel list. Click on the tunnel we just created. Click modify. Click on convert to the customize tunnel. So all the configuration we did is here. This is our range. This is the split tunnel. As you can see, create the object itself. and put our server IP in there. So that's the only IP or subnet, whatever you put in there, is going through VPN, and everything is going to be outside of the VPN. And everything looks good. I click OK. When you do that, it creates a policy by itself. Let's see what VPN policy created for us. From interface IPsec dial-up to zone LAN. So the source is 10.12.136.100 that we created, and the destination is our server IP. And we don't need, we can keep it enabled, but we don't need NAT here. I can disable it, or it doesn't matter, so you can keep it enabled. It works both way. Click OK. So now it's time to set up our FortiClient. I'm gonna add a new connection, IPsec VPN instead of SSL VPN. Name it whatever you want. Loopback 27. And the remote gateway is your firewall IP. I have a URL for that IP I'm gonna put in. And the pre-share key that we generated. Save login, the user that I created, test-VPN. Click save. Let me double check my user test-VPN. Let's VPN in. I got connected. If I bring back up the FortiClient, this is the range IPv set up for the VPN 100, the first IP assigned to us. Now let's see if we can ping the server IP. 10.123.200.5. Yeah, we can ping it. So everything else, internet, everything else going through your local ISP, not the VPN. If you want to route all the traffic, you have to disable the split tunnel. So that's all. Thank you for watching us. If you like this kind of video, please let us know by putting a comment in below, and see you soon. Thank you.